Welcome back, guys. So here we will try to talk about the method called map to double. Earlier we have seen that flat map to double, right? Flat map to double we have seen that, but this is quite different. So there flat map to double will actually will map two list of object into a single map and output will be double, but here it is quite different. Here you have a map to double, which means if you look at here you have a method called list of a student, so which will give you the list of a student object, and since it is the list, so you can call list.stream, right? When you will call list.stream, what is the output, guys? I will get here, I can write here, I can get a stream of a student. Okay, this is the output you will get from this method. Since it is the stream, I can call the method map to double. The map to double, when you go inside this method, press Ctrl, click on map to double, it takes, guys, you can see that it takes two double function. And this also I have covered when I was talking about the functional interface, two double functions. So if you go inside that, press Ctrl, click on two double function, it has only one method called apply as double. That's where I say whatever I spoke about the functional interface, it was very important. If you are good in the functional interface, you will not get any problem during a stream API. Okay, so apply as double, so whatever data will come, it will get converted to the double because it has by default return type as a double. Okay, so if you look at here, my student object, so when you actually run a stream and then method, this method, inside the method you have the function which is double function, two double functions, right? So two double functions, how it works is one by one your student will get assigned to the x, and since it is the student, I can convert the age to the double. So whatever age I will have, I will convert to the double, and then I will get the output of this, I will get as a double stream because I am mapping to the double, so I will get a double stream. Okay, the first one. Then once I will get a double stream, there is a method called boxed, I think earlier also I spoke about. So whenever you will have a double stream or int stream or long stream, please use this boxed method. Okay, this boxed method return type, so if you write only till here, it will give you a stream of double. So you know here what return type you will get when you will call boxed, just press Ctrl, click on boxed, so you will get a stream of double. Okay, so by default this data will get converted to the stream of double, and once this guy will get converted to the stream of double, I can then again leverage the method of stream API. I am calling filter. So filter, I am saying that the age, whatever age you have collected, if it is greater than 20, then collect those age collectors.toSet, which means it will give you the unique data. Here I am not doing that to list, I am doing that collectors.toSet, so it will give you the unique data. Let's run this code. So you can see, okay, illegal state, stream is already closed. I think I did. Okay, so guys, I cannot call same stream more than one time. If you want to do that, as I told earlier, you have to use optional. Okay, you have to wrap this into the optional, and optional has a method called get method, so you have to get the string and then you need to run it. Okay, that's how you can do that. Otherwise same stream you cannot process two times, you will get a problem like a stream is already closed. So again I am getting that again, well, I am trying to do two times or something. Let's run that because I was calling that boxed. Yeah, so you can see that the filter conditions got performed and the age more than 20 got collected. Okay, greater than 20, so greater than 20 actually it was 30, 40, 50. So as I told guys, you cannot run a stream two times. Okay, I was saying that you cannot process the stream two times in the same class, but yes, let's say you have a requirement where you have to do that, you convert this stream to a supplier. Okay, this I covered earlier also, again I will tell you. So this we can convert this into a supplier. So basically the supplier example, if you try to remember, let me write that. So where I have that function, where, let me pick up from my previous example. Okay, supplier of this stream, right? So I am converted this into a supplier, then I have to import supplier also. Okay, then you will get a compile time, because here the return type is a double stream, so we need to cast this into a supplier. So now whatever return type will come from here, it is going to be a supplier. So what I can do dot get, so I can call a get method, and then it should work. I should get the same output what I was getting earlier, but it is saying that cannot cast to Java util functional supplier, right? Class cast exception, I'm getting that. It is saying that I cannot cast the double stream into, like, whatever output will come from here, I cannot cast to the double supplier. Okay, I cannot cast that, and that is the reason it is giving me, you can see that it is saying me class cast exception, guys. So this is not allowed. Okay, so only my suggestion is, whenever you are working with the stream, make sure that, let me undo this, make sure that you are processing the stream only one time. If you are trying to do two, if you try to do two times, you will get a problem, right? Other way is, what I can think of, you can write this this a student, okay, whatever list you have written, right? So can I write supplier of, let's say, a student, let me create a supplier, and let me just create one supplier, guys. Now you can see that I have created one supplier. So this is my supplier. Okay, let me write and let me show you one more time. So whatever list I have converted to the supplier. So whenever you have such kind of requirement where you need to process more than one time the same stream, you convert this to a supplier. So supplier will take list of a student, because supplier, you know that it has just a get method. So whatever you will supply, it will return the same thing, supplier, and it will not take any argument. It has only get method. We have seen that earlier when I was talking about the supplier. Supplier is also very important. Here I can write a student dot get list of students. So this is my supplier, guys, and you know that when you press control click on supplier, supplier has only get method. So whatever object will supply, it will just return one copy of it. Okay, so now supplier, you will get list of a student, and then you can see that I'm calling two times. So like supplier dot get dot stream, again supplier dot get dot stream. Earlier, if you remember, when I on the list, when I called a stream two times, I was getting that your stream is already closed and you are trying to process it, so that was not allowing me. But here through this I can process the stream n number of times and I will not get any problem. You can see that though I have written on the top this get a stream, since I'm calling on the supplier, I don't have any issue, and this I'm calling on the list, so it is working perfectly fine. Okay, but if I will uncomment this, it will not work now, because already you performed a stream on the list. Okay, this time it worked fine. Why? What is the reason? List dot stream, then again new list dot boxed. So let me do one thing, let me open this one also. Let's see that since I have converted to the supplier, does that helping? No. So you can see that your stream is already operated and already closed and you are trying to process, because here list dot stream we had, right? Then I'm doing that list dot new list dot boxed, and return type is the stream of double, and again I'm doing that new list dot boxed. So that is the problem, guys. So everything should come as supplier. If you'll not use as supplier, you will always get this problem. Okay, so my suggestion is, whenever you want to process more than one time, use supplier. So let's say if I would have used supplier, so my this list will be different. Then again I will create one more list and I can process that. So what I'm trying to say that is, let's say this was not there. Okay, let's say this was not there, and I will copy this and I will change to 1 and 1. Okay, and here I will change to 1, right? That's it. So I'm processing 2 times. Now let's see that, run this. It is getting processed, and the second time I'm not printing it. So this is also getting printed. So guys, one learning what I also learned here is which I had doubt. So when I will create a fresh variable altogether, then I don't have any issue. But whatever box I am calling here, if I will take this out, right, and if I'll call it here before calling this, so let's say if I'll call this boxed out and if I will call here, then this will give you like a stream is already processed and you are trying to perform the operations on the closed stream, right? So that's how it is. So I think this is manageable, guys. We can manage this, we can create a different reference altogether. But again, yes, the supplier also will help you a lot. When you, let's say, the other way is, let's say I have a requirement. Okay, let me explain you. So I have a requirement where I have this stream dot for each. I just wanted to process the record. Okay, nothing else. So list dot stream dot for each, and I'm saying that for every student object get mapped to my X, and then I'm saying that get age. Okay, now copy this again and paste it. Will it process 2 times? Right, simple ask, will it process 2 times? Let me delete all unnecessary things. Right, now let's just run this code and see that what is happening. It got processed and this double is also got executed. So here if you look at, when I had this supplier and then when I have created the different stream, it got processed, right? When I created a different stream, it got processed. Because for this for each loop on this list, I'm calling the stream and then I'm calling the get age. So now let me comment this. Then this is not useful actually, right? This, at least in this case, this is not useful. It is getting processed. So what learning we have here is, whenever you want to create altogether a separate function or separate reference, then yes, you can do that. But the learning what we have here is, let's say if this is out, this is here, right? And the main learning what we have here is, if this is out and let's say this I have stored into one of the reference, some reference, then let's do one thing. Now on this stream call for each, and let's see that where it will break, right? Because even I have to do a lot of R&D to replicate the issue. See, it is breaking now, right? Stream is already closed, it is breaking. So in this case it is breaking because the stream what I did, I took outside, and on the same stream I'm trying to process for each loop 2 times. Now let's see that, make use of the supplier, and let's see that whether supplier will help here or not. So now I have this list of a stream. So what I will do for this list of a stream, I will write one supplier for that. Okay, I will just wrap this into a supplier, and then I will dot a stream. So this is my supplier here, guys. Now you can see that I have changed to the supplier. Now I will do a stream dot get, and here also I will do a stream dot get, because supplier has a method called get method, guys. Now let's run that. See, it is helping, right? The data is getting processed. So that's where the supplier will help you guys. So supplier will help you to process the same stream again and again, because you are calling that get method. But when you don't, when I didn't use supplier, when I just went ahead, so let me do one thing. So this we don't need. We just need to convert the stream into a supplier. Do undo. Yeah, it was like this. Let me remove everything. When it was like this, we had a problem, right? But when we changed like this, and then the same data when we called, we did not had issue, because this stream 1, since it is the supplier, we call get, and then again we called get. You got it? Clear difference? So sometimes people will ask you, if let's say I want to process the same stream, what will happen? You say that you will get an exception. If you want to do that, you need to wrap your supplier into a you need to wrap your stream into a supplier, and then yes, you can do that. So now you can see that this will give you exception, this guys will not give you the exceptions, guys. Clear? Now let's go with the second example, map to double. So here it's again list of a student. So preferably what I will do is I will copy the method here itself, so that you will not have any issue. Let me copy this method. Since this class is available in this project itself, so I can copy like this, right? So you can see that when you say get list of a student, you will get list of a student object, then you are calling the stream, and then you are doing that map to double. So whatever age you have, you are converting to the double. So integer, it will get converted to the double, and you will get double stream, right? You will get a double stream. That's how it is. So when you say map to double, when you press control click on map to double, the return type is the double stream. When it is a double stream, basically what I'm trying to do that is, let's go back and see. Let me close everything, guys. A lot of methods are open. Close others. Okay, yeah. So then since it is the double stream, I can call boxed. So boxed will give us, you know, a double of a stream, I mean a stream of double. So when just press control click on boxed, you can see that it's a stream of double. So once it will get converted to the stream, I can make use of a stream API method dot collect, and here again you can see that how I am collecting this. So I am collecting collector dot grouping by. So I am grouping them, right? Functions dot identity. So what is the identity here? We have here the identity is going to be the student object. Okay, this function identity is what? It's a student object, guys. And then collector dot counting. So what this guy will do? Collector dot counting, when you say, it will count all your age. Okay, because this guy what you have collected, basically you have collected the age, right? So from in this a student, it's the identity of this function, right? In this student, it will count all the age and it will give you the map. So if you look at the return type, so when you say collect, and then when you look at the return type here, it's a map of double comma long. This is the return type, right? So go to the grouping by method, press control click on grouping by. Here the return type is the collector of t comma map. This is the return type of grouping by. Now come back, then you have a collect. So again press control click on collect. What is the return type? R comma a, right? R comma a. So two object, right? The R is the object which you are producing and A which you processed, right? Now come back. So then you have a method called boxed. Now press control click on boxed. What is the boxed? It's a stream. So what I'm trying to say that this return a stream of double, this return two object, and then inside that you have collector dot grouping by functions.identity and collector.counting. Now what is that collector.counting? Press control, click on collectors, sorry, not collectors, go to the counting. Okay, what is the return type? It will just return the object, right? Which means if you look at the entire thing, it is returning different stream. Now we don't need to remember what will return what. Just remove your reference, create a variable, place mouse over here, click on create local variable. See, it is a double of long, right? It is a double of long. Why double of long? The reason is what you have actually mapped, you map to double, and what you are counting the age, right? You are counting the age. So whatever matching age you have, that will get counted. So that will, by default, it will get converted to the long. And then on this, since this is already boxed, we have collected as a by using group by using counting. Then on this new data, I can run a for each loop, and since it is the map, it will take key value pair, and I'm just printing that key and value. Let's run this and see the output. What output you will get? See here, 10.0 age got repeated 3 times, then remaining age got repeated 1 time. You can see that, like how counting is helping you. So the reason is when you converted this age into a double, your 10 got converted to 10.0, which is perfectly fine. Integer got converted to double. Now how many times this is repeated? 3 times. So this identity, see, whatever identity you had, right, the double type identity, this counting, what it will do, it will count your identity. It will count your identity basically. So see, identity, guys, whatever I said, the student is not identity here. I told you by mistake. Double is the identity here, right? So what is the identity? Double. This double, whatever double was repeated, it will just count. So 10 was repeated 3 times, it will count. Then remaining 20, 30, 40, 50 was repeated one time, so it is counting, right? So that's how you are collecting the data by using by grouping. Okay, by using the grouping by, and the grouping by you are supplying the identity and then collector.counting. So it will count that. You got it? How this will help you? This will count your data from the group. Okay, with this, so guys, for grouping by, you don't take any tensions. I'll have separate video, there you will understand. Here my intention is to teach you intention is to teach you map to double, not grouping by or anything else. Okay, grouping by we have a separate video, there I will discuss a lot of example. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this.